Hi, beautiful soul. Welcome to the Self-Love Video Diary. I am your host, Raynia Chaenn. I'm an intuitive guide, heart healer, and a channel. So in this exploration of self-love, it is actually also my own personal journey going through the healing of and discovery of what it means to love myself. And I understand that it is part of our self-realization, self-actualization. And most people think it's just this mushy thing about, treating ourselves nice and saying nice things to ourselves, but it is so much deeper than that. So today, the topic is about suffering. Suffering is the definition is the state of ongoing pain, distress, hardship. And so for me, the suffering feels like, this internal struggle, this constant self-denial, self-punishment, self-judgment process. But it could be also that we constantly judge our family, our friends, our colleague, people on the street, politicians, what's going on in the world. So for me, suffering means this state of disharmony, discordance, and this discomfort. It's almost like it is a state of pain, unhappiness, frustration, anger, like all these things could, for me, is suffering. So what does this suffering have to do with self-love? I realized that when you love yourself, one of the things that is that we would choose not to let ourselves suffer. So imagine that you are with your best friend, and if your best friend is suffering, what you would tell them to do, right? Your intention, your hope that they will stop feeling and experiencing this pain, or this really discomfort, constriction, or this suffocation, all this overwhelm feeling of pain. So what that applies to ourselves is that what we can do, consciously, is to choose to make a decision. I will not continue to let myself suffer, to let myself experience this agony or this pain, this feeling of heartbreak sometimes. So it could apply to many situations. It could mean that we couldn't move on from the past experiences of heartbroken relationships, betrayal. It could happen that, we were bullied and at work, at school, and sometimes we think we forgive, we move on, but the fact that we still, when we think about a certain memory, certain person, we just feel that constriction, that tug in our tummy or in our heart, like, that pain, like, and that feeling of, being cut by a knife. I'm just feeling into, what could the examples, but it could be very personal. So what can we do? Of course, when we decide, okay, I'm not going to let myself continuously, remain marinated in this state of suffering, it doesn't mean tomorrow we are going to just wake up and just suddenly carefree. But it is really a conscious decision every day that, if I catch myself feeling, boiling in anger, in frustration, in disappointment, what it is that I can do right now. First of all, to really witness and become aware of what is going on within ourselves, within our body, and take it from there. Like, if I were my best friend, my most loving, someone you love so dearly, what would I suggest them to do? So maybe I would go out, take a break, go for a walk, or shout in the park, or shout in the pillow, Or I would just go to the toilet and just sit there and have a shower, wash my face, or just shake. Like there are so many movements that you could do just to really allow yourself, like the dog or the animals, after a certain danger or this or unpleasantness, that they would just shake their body. And from there, once you are able to become more present in your body, in what's going on within you, and what is triggering you, what is always upsetting you, what is always making you angry, and then take the space to reflect on what it is that that always angers me, and what can I do about it. Of course, there are many scenarios of what we can do, but I would say, start that, become aware, and then it is a practice. It is like training the muscle or learning how to ride a bike. It takes practice until it becomes very easy. And the most important thing is that when you decide to do that and to become aware, or to choose not to let yourself suffer, just become curious that what will happen. Very often things will happen to allow yourself to be present and to become aware. And then with practice, you will start to realize, yeah, okay, I'm angry, but then I can see very quickly what is going on. And, can I make a different choice? Can I say something different? Can I react differently? Can I not react and just walk away? Or can I, if you always walk away from the conflict, what can I do to remain there and express myself? So yeah, it is such a part of this self-love journey. It is really part of being with ourselves, not to abandon ourselves, not to let ourselves really, shrink or have this discomfort. So I hope that is helpful for today. And I know, the holiday season is coming, and some of you live with your family, and some of you are very close with your family. You're having a lot of interaction, or they are always this person that makes you lose control. So take it as an experiment, and to see what you can do, and let me know how and if things are changing for you. And if you need some support, I'll be happy to support you through this journey, to unravel and to look at what is really holding you, and what can you do, how can you release, and how can you heal, to let yourself free, to be you, that you don't need to be in this constant state of agony or this pain. So I'm wishing you a beautiful day, a lovely, lovely autumn. You're in the North Hemisphere, and I think it's spring in the South Hemisphere. So have a beautiful time, and enjoy your process of loving yourself unconditionally, completely, and utterly, wholeheartedly. Have a beautiful day, and I see you next time.